Hello, this is Heather Hoffman, and I'm here to share this Super Duper Duo of cards. The one with the red and the little girl I actually created during the release and showed a sneak peek in the release video. So today I'm going to recreate the same thing, making a boy version. And I've already colored my little boy image. I used some simple, just neutral gray Copic colors to kind of mimic a comic book. I kind of like that fun effect. Now I'm going to add my sentiments using the Your Super Duper word dies, and I've already cut it from avocado cardstock, but I'm going to keep my negative, and this is what I'm going to use to place each of those letters in place, because since this die cuts individual letters, which is really unique, it gives you the chance to make a shaker card or something else unique with these. But it also works really well to use to place everything so it all lines up and is even and in a row. Now I'm using a tiny scrap of press and seal saran wrap, kind of a Jennifer McGuire trick. Usually I use it for placing a bunch of images for a scene, but this works really well for each individual letter and even that little tiny apostrophe bit. I've done this with just trying to use my hands, adding the glue on the back with the glue pen, and then trying to pick it up, and I always end up getting glue on my fingers and then little smudges on the front, and it messes it up. So one time I had a little scrap of this press and seal laying on my desk from a different project, and I realized it would be perfect for this as well. You can do multiple letters, but I was kind of afraid I'd miss and I'd get the glue where I didn't want it. So I kind of just stuck to one letter at a time, and it feels like it's going really slow, but it actually doesn't take that long to put it all in there. And again, that press and seal just works so perfect to pick it up, push it into place, and if it doesn't quite stick where you want, you could still press it in with your fingers once you've peeled that press and seal back out of place. So I'm punching out each of the center of the letters as I go, because I decided I didn't want to leave the centers in the middle of the E's and the O's and the P's and the D. So this just makes it a really easy way to do it. I really love this little trick, because all these little letters can get almost stressful kind of putting them in place. So this makes it work really well. All right, I'm going to add that final R in there, and then I'm going to set that other stuff aside. And I'm going to really carefully peel off my what I used as a placement. And sometimes the letters will stick a little and want to peel off. You could leave this in place till they fully dry, but I just kind of peel it back carefully and press those letters in place if they try and pop up a little bit. Now I'm going to add my cute pre-colored image. I'm going to just set that in place right over the top. My background was created with Stitched Ray's cover panel and just some Premier Polar white cardstock. I'm placing that little superhero so it kind of looks like his feet are sitting on top of that O and U, which is kind of helpful. And then I wanted to add those extra little sentiments and kind of the little bursts. Instead of stamping and die cutting, I kept it really simple and just die cut them from that same green avocado cardstock. And I'm stamping on there the two words from the stamp set, BAM and POW, with watermark ink, and I'm going to heat emboss them with white powder. Since these are tiny little bits, I could have stamped them first, then die cut them, but of course I didn't think of that at the time. So I'm using my little reverse tweezers to hold, to sprinkle on my embossing powder, and also to heat set those so I don't burn my fingers, since I'd have to get the heat gun so close to my fingers that really kind of didn't want to do that. So that makes it really easy just to be able to heat set it quickly and hold it in place and keep my fingers far enough away. All right, now that I have both of those done, I'm going to add just a simple little bit of adhesive to the back of each one and kind of tuck them around my little superhero there. And it's a super fun kind of monochromatic theme to this. The girl version I created with salsa cardstock. And again, just simple neutral coloring for the characters and fun little superhero cards. Thanks so much for coming by. Have a wonderful day.